We don't know what we did.
That's right.
No, one of the things that how many episodes do you think we've done of this podcast?
So
Approximately.
far, I don't know. I have no clue
Well,
at this
Make an
point.
assessment.
I don't know. Like, say 2 a week for 6 weeks, roughly 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is our 17th episode, right?
Holy shit!
Yeah, no kidding. Not including the trailer. That would be 18.
It's like we're getting ready to not be minors anymore.
Yeah, no kidding. Our hey, watch out, Epstein. Our podcast is almost about to hit maturity.
It's like you don't want us anymore, bud.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
But
That's right.
so in one of like the earlier stages of coming up with ideas for the podcast, Matt and I used to like throw around topics like how were we in high school or what was high school like for us, and that one resonates with me every single fucking time that we hop on to do the podcast, and I'm just like, we could do
It's
it.
a good one. It's a good one.
So I'm down to do it. So if that's what
All
you would
right,
like, let's navigate.
Let's run it. Let's navigate.
So Matt,
All right.
I'm gonna walk away to get just a drink. Just a quick drink.
Go top off your thinking juice, bud.
Yeah. You tell me about I don't want to hear about middle school because like that's
No.
prepubescent
We'll go.
times.
Yeah, we'll go straight to high school.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, dude. It took me for fucking ever to hit puberty. So it's like
Middle school
know.
is where
I was
mine
like-
hit.
I was like 27 years old. I'm like still waiting to get pubic hair. I'm just. That's not true. Not an entirely true story. No, I mean, when I was in high school, I was real shy, real quiet. Like not quiet in that context, but just shy. I didn't have enough confidence to like approach people. Like I could approach them, but not in that way, not to where I feel like what I said had any kind of merit. So like I would say stuff, but I would always feel like "Ugh," in the back end. I feel gross about it. And then yeah, I mean it was like that all of high school. I didn't have any confidence to really talk to anybody. I mean, I wouldn't have even lost my virginity if somebody didn't just literally physically pick it up and fucking throw it at me.
Men, we don't know
I
what we
don't
did.
know what we did. But that's the truth though. And I was just like real timid, real meek. But I mean, I wanted to be like funny or something. I felt like that was something to do. So I was like kind of a class clown. Like I would always just say random dumb shit, and apparently people found it funny, but not everybody found it funny. A lot of people didn't like me. I don't know. But I had a group of friends. I was good at organizing people. That was always my skill in high school. Was like I found groups and brought them all together.
You were good at segregation.
Integration. Cheers, mate. What are you drinking now? Is that still whiskey? That looks red.
Yeah, I topped it off and added a little bit of maraschino cherry juice to it.
Oh, maraschino cherries.
It's
That was the name of my first love.
it's a bourbon whiskey blend. And I wanted it to be a little bit sweeter rather than smoky, so I just poured the maraschino cherry juice in there because I'm like, fuck it.
When you're talking to the pimp, that's what you tell him. It's like I want it to be a little sweeter than smoky.
Yeah.
I don't want a smoky prostitute.
Yeah, I don't want the
one.
one that ashed on my testicles after I finished. I want the sweeter one that just cradled the balls.
I'll
that's
tell you a
possible.
funny story. Actually, I'll tell you a funny story. So, back when I was younger, not it's kind of correlative, but not really. Okay, back when I was younger, I'm not gonna name any names or anything like that, but there was two of my friends, and we were having like some like little house this was like a house party. There was only like 5 of us. You know what I mean? But it was like 3 dudes, 2 girls, and then
One mason jar.
apparently the chick wanted to hook up with these 2 friends of mine, and so they're sharing her, right? So like we're talking like relatively Eiffel Tower status.
Oh yeah, like a
You know what I
wheelbarrow,
mean?
but somebody else is stopping the wheelbarrow.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just yeah. And anyways, I just remember because like I just hear the door open in the bathroom, and then because I already had gone to bed, I was like, I don't give a shit. And then I just hear like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? What? I'm like, are you okay over there, bud? Like, what's going on? He's like, I have gum in my pubes.
It happens to the best of us.
I know, but it was just like, what the fuck? And he's like, can you help me? Like, can you like help me cut it out? Like, can you pull on it while I cut it? I was
I missed the
like,
part
I
where that's my
guess.
problem.
I mean, I agree with that, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
Men, we don't know what we did. So you're
never.
telling me at like 3 a.m. you're holding that guy's junk and scissoring out
I'm
gum
not holding
from
his. I'm not holding his junk. I'm just like pulling on his fucking pubes so he can cut it out. I'm like holding the gum because it kept falling down and
Oh
sticking to
yeah.
more and more. It was like a fucking. I don't know. It was like a snowball
You were like
effect. It was
Edward
like
Scissorhands, but one bad snip away from giving that man a vasectomy.
it was Matthew Pube Hands.
Yep. Matthew
For
Dick
real.
Fingers. Ooh.
And they're like, yes. Anybody want a piece? I'm next, please.
So for that's so interesting though. You legitimately did not hit puberty until later on. Like what
It took me a while, yeah. It took me a long while.
I think the most entertaining thing is I believe oh, it's a Guitar Hero. I want to say it's Aerosmith. Aerosmith came out with a Guitar Hero on PlayStation 2 a couple years, a while ago. And
Yeah.
that year is the year that I hit puberty for here. Guitar, let's look it up. But that year was the year that I hit puberty. And I know 2008, so 16 years ago. So
Yep.
that would have put me at 14. So I would have been 14 when I did. So relatively not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's not too early, not too late.
No. And the funniest thing to me was one year, that year, 20, I don't fucking remember, 2012 maybe. No, less than that. But for Christmas that year, my mom had got us beanbag chairs, me and my brother, just like little lounge chairs. And I remember one day walking into my brother's room. He wasn't home, and he had that rule is, you know, a 16-year-old, hey, stay out of my room. Everybody stay out of my room, blah, blah, blah. Fucking
Shut up, Baton.
There's those plastic beanbag beans everywhere in the room. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And there's just this giant hole in the beanbag.
Was he fucking the beanbag chair? Oh, man.
And so to save face on this, I wanted to do the most like elitist move. And so I went to my mom's pantry and got cooking spray and just oiled up that fucking beanbag. So the next time he used it, that motherfucker would slide right off of it. And I definitely know he caught on to it beforehand, but he never did.
He didn't even give up. He was just like, I'm dedicated right now.
Yeah.
This is the moment.
Yeah. So
that is funny. Funny.
I remember that I took my beanbag chair that I had and I cut a giant hole in it and then just like gave him the people's elbow and fucking exploded it all over my room as well. That way, when my mom saw 2 rooms with 2 beanbags, she would have thought that, hey, my brother destroyed my beanbag chair, so he destroyed mine. All's fair in love and war. And I'm like, but in reality, I'm pretty sure I caught him not fucking the beanbag chair, but the aftermath of it. So I was like, you know what? We won't say anything.
I mean, apparently the beanbag chair had a good time because it definitely
was just smoking a
scored it.
Newport when I came in.
It's over there laying in the corner with the Nicolas Cage pillow on top of it.
Exactly. It's just ready.
Mhm.
But
It's like, come to me, big boy.
going back to the subject of high school. High school was weird the first like 2 or 3 years. Matt, you were vaping right on your microphone and it's buzzing.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 or 3 years. I mean, that's really most of high school.
No. For the first the first 2 years, I would say confidently. I did not go. I went to a different high school like every 6 months until I hit like midway through sophomore year, and then I was at this hodunk middle and nowhere high school, plumb smack in like the most southwest part of Missouri called Nevada, Missouri. And their tagline for this city was the crossroads to adventure because it was an hour and a half away from everything. Like this town was a pit stop for you to go where you're actually wanting to go. And
I got you.
My like end of sophomore year there, I was like the quiet school shooter-esque without a gun or the principle of wanting to shoot up a school. Just a quiet kid that didn't do it. Like I observed and I was like, junior year, I'm coming in a new man. And I definitely came in a new man junior year. I joined like every academic thing that I could except for wrestling and football. I did speech and debate. I did theater. I did golf. I did tennis for about a day before I was told to fuck off. The tennis teacher did not like me, and neither did the baseball teacher. And the basketball, well, I'm white and very uncoordinated when it comes to shooting layups or free throws.
Yep.
But I could play volleyball to save my life. I could do it. I could fucking do it. But unfortunately, the volleyball coach also didn't like me. She was a gym teacher, and her name was Miss Wilson. And she would make us do our calisthenics and then do like 15 laps around the gym before we started doing anything else.
Did you say the volleyball coach was called Miss Wilson?
Yeah. So, and she knows. I made it express to her. So every time I ran one lap, I would scream Wilson at the top of my lungs.
Wilson!
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
why not?
By like the 6-month mark of me in that class, she'd gotten so fed up with it, but we played volleyball every single fucking day because of it. And I was just so happy. I loved it. And I mean, I did a lot of speech and debate, and I did a lot of theater, and I did a lot of stupid shit that I enjoyed. We had a Mr. Congeniality pageant in high school instead of a Miss Congeniality. 2013 Mr. Congeniality, Matt. That's me.
That I believe. Nah, you're still Mr. Congeniality, dude. You were the most congenial person I've ever met.
I'm the most congealed as well, according to my doctor.
He's like, you got fucking high cholesterol and high blood pressure, dude. You're dying.
He's like, I don't even know how your veins are working right now, but like, fuck.
It's like that fucking old computer game where that fucking, what do they call it? You have to like change the tubes to get the ooze to run through and just kind of lock them all in together.
It's
and
like
eventually
Snake,
get it to the destination.
It's trying to figure out, my veins are trying to figure out where my heart is and where my arteries are, and just it's doing its best, but like it's fucking trouble.
Trouble. Yeah.
But I mean,
high school is interesting though, right? Like, But I mean, apparently, so you were always charming. That's the moral of the story. You didn't
Not
just like
until junior
eventually
year.
get there.
Not until junior year was I charming, because believe it or not, and I was so against it. You ever sidestep real quick? You ever watched the show Barry before?
No.
Okay. Do you know who Bill Hader is?
Yes.
Okay. He did a show on HBO where he was in the military, ex-military, came back home, and he did like assassin work for his uncle. And after he killed a target, he was like, I want to do theater. I want to do something more with my life. And so he started taking theater, and like it really opened him up and blah, blah, blah. He's still murdering people like the entire time, like causing a Chechnyan Russian war. And like, it was great. Love that show. But one of the outlets that people were like, yeah, you should do theater. You should do speech and debate. I didn't do any of the actual like speech and debate. I just did like improv because I fucking loved improv. And I did this thing that's called, what is it? Poems and prose and I don't remember. I did a normal story,
poetry,
and then I read a poem. And the poem that I did was some kid's book, like Dr. Seuss-esque, and it had like 12 to 15 different voices in it. And I did all of them in like 5 minutes. And then at the end, I have an argument as all of these characters all at once. Once I nailed that, dude, I got first place in every tournament that we went to, and I fucking nailed it. But
it's pretty dope.
I remember, and I have like minimal stuff from high school because I kept none of it. And the ex at the time, she went to my house, took all my shit while I was in college, and burned it all. So I don't have any of that shit anymore. But I mean, also, I'm not a very sentimental person. Pretty sure I could pack up my entire life in a backpack and just be super chill.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm the same way.
Very
I think that's a
minimalist.
way to be. You have to be, I think, in this life, because you can't cling on to too much shit. Because if you do, like, if I didn't have like a wife and kid, things would be a bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
'Cause
would be
back
one
then-
of those Chechnyan. You'd be one of those Chechnyan holes right there going.
Sensational.
I mean, I used to live in my car because I got kicked out of the house when I was 16.
Really?
And yeah, and I mean, the only thing I had was a car, and also too, like I was signed out of high school. And, as my mother told me, if you want to be an adult, then go fucking be an adult. And I was like, all right.
I could do it.
I'm going to try. I'm down. You know what I mean? I mean, as long as I don't have to listen to you every day, I think I'll be happy with that one.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then I did. And I had my car. And I literally kept everything. I had a blanket. I didn't even have a backpack. I just had a blanket, and I literally wrapped everything up that I owned in that blanket. So I had a guitar, and I had a blanket. That was all I had. And I would live in my car. I would go find places to park, whatever, until I could find something to live in. Ended up finding a caravan and stayed in the caravan. That was pretty cool.
I think I'd like a caravan, to be honest with you.
Sounds nice, right?
It sounds nice.
Just like live in a caravan, just kind of hang out. I mean, I had nothing to pull it with. It's because they were selling caravans at the place, and it was an old caravan. And I remember talking to them, and they're like, yeah, like you can, like $200 a month. You can stay here, and you
that's
can just
rent.
hook up to our utilities. Exactly. And I was like, all right, cool. So I got 2 jobs, one at a Schlotzsky's.
I love
And then,
Schlotzsky's.
because I didn't even finish junior year, to be fair. So, Schlotzsky's, and I worked at a go-kart track.
Go-kart track. Okay.
All I did was just buckle people up and
Yeah.
fuel up the go-karts.
Ah,
but
you were
it
that
was
guy.
it was
I
a
love
cool
that
job.
guy.
I was cool. Yeah, I was just like, hey, and if I ever saw like a cute girl or something, I'm like, not trying to get too handsy, but a little.
Yeah, just a
You know
little.
what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
was
familiar.
16.
I'm
Yeah,
familiar. Those guys always
yeah.
diddled me a little bit. Just a little bit.
He just flick you on the penis tip after they
Yeah.
buckle you in. Bye. Wave you off.
They just flick it and go, bye, have a beautiful time.
That's right.
And I'm just over
But
here.
I
yeah,
missed the
no,
part where that's my problem.
that's right. That's right. No, but I would have fun. Like it was it was a different time, I mean, when you're 16, you're still trying to feel yourself out. You're still trying to navigate. And
Navigate.
Sensation.
that's right. But yeah, it's just like that. Like high school was pretty okay. Like every year you do kind of want to reinvent yourself. I
Yeah.
didn't do anything cool like speech and debate or whatever. The
I
only
would
thing
not
I
say
did
speech
do
and
that
debate was cool.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool now. I guess back then I wouldn't have thought so, but it just depends on how you perceive yourself in
I
the
th-
parameters of how other people perceive you.
I think maybe for a little bit more context for you, it
All
might
right.
help out just so you're aware. So it, if you're not familiar, probably at the age of like 12 or 13, my mom didn't want to raise kids. So she didn't want to raise me or my brother. So my brother went to go and live with my grandparents. And then I went
Mhm.
into foster care as a
Yeah.
12 or 13-year-old boy. No foster homes or parents wanted to adopt a 13 or 14-year-old boy. They're like, he's trouble. He not worth our time. Nope. So then what happened is I was put into the state's custody, and then I went to like halfway houses and group homes where there was nothing wrong with me. It was just, this is what it is. So
It was your age. Yeah.
exactly. So every year you graduate the program. So you graduate from one group home to the next until you have almost you've gone up to the point where it's like, hey, this group home's going to teach you how to be an adult, pay your bills, get a job, blah blah blah, and be done. But the one that I was at, I mean, they encouraged extracurricular activities. So I made sure, hey, I knew Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we did theater. So after school till like 8 o'clock, theater class. So I'm like, fucking bad, dude. Sign me up. And then speech and
Yeah.
debate was Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 6. And then on the weekends, we had speech and debate tournaments. So I was practically never at the group home after school. I was there
Yeah.
on like to sleep, basically.
You really didn't actually want to hang out there. You would rather hang out with
People.
your colleagues and stuff. Yeah, of course. I don't blame you on that one. No, but I mean, you made the best of a shit ass situation.
Exactly. So that's
Yeah.
primarily why. But I mean, dude, I loved a lot of the people that I went to high school with. I think just one quick little blip. I don't remember
Mhm.
the class. I remember the people very well. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, but I sat next to him for like the first two classes every day, and
Mhm.
he was just a funny guy because me and him riffed off of each other so well. Like it's like what me and you
Mhm.
do, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
of course.
at a certain point, we found out he was just openly homosexual. So we just made gay jokes to each other constantly. And
Yeah, that's fine.
I remember not being like 100% like, I didn't know how to handle, gay people.
Well, yeah, because you're not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
so
you
I
don't know
was
how to
like,
understand it kind of sexually.
I was like,
Sexually.
you're not going to try and do anything to me, right? He was like, no, dude, I don't know. Fuck off. I was like, all right, just make sure you're not going to cast a spell on me or something. And the woman, the girl that sat next to us, woman is not the correct word for her. The woman that, like, I was
Yeah.
in the middle, and then it was the dude off to the left, and then this girl off to the right. She was like your stereotypical redneck woman that had brown hair but dyed it like blonde and tried to fit in. And she had a boyfriend that was like 4 years older than her in the military. And she's like 16 or 17. Yeah, listen.
Interesting.
Different times. 12, 14 years ago. And I remember like 2013, she took a different dude to prom, and her boyfriend showed up to prom in his like military outfit, like ready to take her to prom. And these two are like in the back of his truck going to town on each other. And he found out and he punched a fucking hole in the side of this dude's truck and then ran away screaming. It was the most comical thing because I was leaving prom and I see just this. Yeah, imagine like Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene. Just a lanky, tall bastard just punching a truck and denting it and then just looking down at his mangled hand and just running away in the most humorous way, screaming. It was so weird.
I mean, poor guy though, right?
Oh,
like,
I mean, he.
Well, I mean, what you
dating
can only
underage
expect.
woman and he gets mad. That,
I mean, that's part of it. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Is like you can only expect so much. Like in high school, you
Kids
can't
will
take
be
any
kids.
relationship serious. Kids will be kids, dude. Like they have the attention span still of a kid, so it's not like they can maintain an actual relationship. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So. Yeah, no, it's not like it shows in the movies, like the fucking Notebook. I waited for you. It's like,
it's kind of weird. Yeah. But
it's still odd.
and let's see. The funniest thing in high school is we did like a senior play, and my buddy Justin. So a little
What
bit of
was the play?
context. I don't remember. It was like some murder mystery whodunit. I don't remember. And Justin, for context, is, and again, in the middle of nowhere in a redneck town with a population of like 3,000 people. Everybody knew everybody in this town. Like everybody. Everybody's gossip was the next day's breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knew everybody. Justin was one of 3 black people in the entire town. And me and Justin, we were like this. And I remember at one point during the play, we used to, I don't remember this stupid shit you used to do in high school. We used to play What Are the Odds? And basically I would give you a number between 1 and 10 or 1 and 5, just depending on how confident I am. So for instance, we'll take a break. We'll play a little game. I'm going to ask you, what are the odds? And you say a number between either 1 and 10 or lower. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and then we both say a number in between. Does that make sense?
Deal.
Okay. Yep. So what are the odds? You give me a number between 1 and whatever.
7.
Okay. So now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we both are going to say a number between 1 and 7. And if we both get the right number, then you had to do the dare, right? So, ready? Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. I love you, bud.
See? Now you would have to do whatever the dare was. And me
what's the dare?
I don't know.
Get a drink real quick and come right back.
No. So our buddies, we used to do this thing where we like grabbed our friends, not people, around the like face like this. And like we would put our hands around their cheeks on their face, to clarify for the people that aren't watching, and we would put our thumbs overlapping over their mouth and we would pretend to kiss them. And I remember for the play, me and Justin were like, let's do something fucking stupid last night for the play. And I was like, all right, bet, dude. I'm just going to kiss you on stage before. And I was fucking so hyped up, dude. I didn't even actually fucking put my thumbs over. I just gave him a big old kiss. And you could see my theater teacher in the background, like on like the stage side going, oh, and I was like, dude, fucking hilarious, dude. And everybody, I got
Why
me and
not?
Justin got everybody on stage to break character, and it was the funniest
Mhm.
fucking thing. It took like 45 seconds for everybody to catch back up to it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I take that one. On John's wedding, I ended up giving him like the Godfather kiss on the forehead. Just grabbed him by the neck, and I'm just like, I'm like, I love you, kid. But yeah, like, I mean, you kind of like, who cares, dude? A
Oh yeah,
kiss is
no,
not a
from that point on,
contract, but it's very nice. You know what I mean?
we don't know
We
what we
don't
did.
know what we did.
I mean,
That's right.
if you go back here, I'll pan to me so you can go get a drink.
Yeah, deal.
During COVID times, whenever I went up to Minnesota to go and see the boys, I mean, like I these guys that I'd been playing games with for 8-9 years. This was the first time I was seeing them in person. And I remember when we were leaving, I gave everybody like these giant hugs goodbye. And Sam was like, I ain't gay, but I'll give you a kiss. I was like, fucking bet, dude. And I just fucking grabbed him and kissed him. And he was just like, what
Yeah,
the
why
fuck?
not?
And
Why not? Honestly, like, I don't see the issue with it. Like, it's not sexual. It's not like, hey, I want you. You know what I mean? It's more just like, I love you, bud. Here you go. Done. It's not like you're making out. Now, if you started making out with Sam, I would have been like, all right. So that's a little.
yeah, no, 100%. The funniest thing was our Thanksgiving. That we do like a Friendsgiving every year. And we didn't do one last year, but we did one the year before.
Yep.
And like there were 5 of us down there, and they'd brought their girlfriends and or their significant others. And like anytime like Madison or Sam would walk into the kitchen, I'm like, hey, can you give me a drink? And like I'd get a kiss on the forehead and be like, you got it, babe. They would go to the kitchen and I'd be like, hey, does anybody need anything? One of them would chime in like, yeah, can I get a drink? I'd be like, you got it, babe. And I'd give him a kiss on the forehead. Go into the kitchen.
Hey, if you guys ever do something like that again, maybe next Thanksgiving, me and Nadia will show up. I just don't know if it's kid appropriate, so I'll have to see if I can
Not necessarily
leave
kid
the
appropriate.
kid
Leave him at home.
with the yeah. Just leave her by herself. Have the dog take care of
Yeah,
her.
that's have the creepy doll in the background take care of her. That's fine.
Hey, I put that there especially for you.
I hate that thing.
Okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. I hear your cat going ballistic over there, though. She's getting jealous. She's hearing you talk about all this kissing of all these people. She's like, well, what about me? Meow. Where's my kiss? Meow. For real, though. I know you love this dog. Excuse me.
Fucking hate that doll.
It's a pretty cool doll.
No, it's not.
And this is, if anybody is watching this, I have this radio from the 1980s, right? I was talking to Tyler the other day and I was showing him, like, because I got this new setup, if you could tell. And they kept calling it a fucking microwave. And you know what? I didn't really think much of it until I looked at it, like, from the screen. I was like, it really actually does look like a microwave, but it's not a microwave, but it looks like one. I'm just thinking to myself, is there any way I can like position it so it actually looks like a stereo? Do I put the antenna up? Because it's got like a 5-foot antenna.
I know that you're just super excited to tell people about your microwave, but my God, dude. For like a good,
You don't like my...
I don't know. He hopped in. Was it last night to show us? And it
I
threw
think
us.
so, yeah.
It threw us all off so bad. I'm like, why the fuck does Matt have a microwave in his fucking setup? Like, you know what? To each their own. No judgment. Anyway.
It's just a cool little radio. I was just trying to have I'm just trying to revamp my background. You know what I mean? I got my dog here. It's not my actual dog, but I call him. I don't know, what should we call him, Tyler? He looks like a Ralph.
Ralph, good name, strong jaw.
Yeah. Strong jaw. Way to go, Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. High school and puberty and all that shit was weird. And as you get older, we live and we learn. The truth is, you never really truthfully find yourself until you're thrusted into the actual real world and have to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Once you do that, you can start to really truthfully develop confidence. And kudos on you, Tyler, for actually taking initiative in high school to learn, different things, participate in different things, take chances with different things. I think that that's probably why you are as charismatic and awesome as you are,
I
because
try not to be.
yeah, whatever. But the thing is, you wouldn't have ever been that if you didn't take the chances at a young age to just put yourself out there, be silly, be whatever, and realize that none of it actually matters. You don't have to over criticize yourself with every action that you do.
Well, so fun story before we we
Yeah,
wrap
deal.
up. So I'm fucking throwing this guy under the bus because I'm so sure he'll never listen to an episode of the podcast.
Yeah, probably.
His name was Frank or Frankie or whatever the fuck his name was. I don't remember. So my junior year, he was in like 3 of my classes, and like he was like the class clown, but he was like, I don't know, there was something wrong with that kid. Like there was something wrong with him. Like he was funny.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but he was more like how do I put this nicely? He was more like Mr. Bean kind of funny. I was more like
I get you.
Norm Macdonald kind of funny,
I get you. Yeah. He was more physical comedy than.
Yeah, and his physical comedy was like, like there was something wrong with him, like 100%, and people loved it, and I had nothing against him, but like he also had no personal space or like boundaries, so he would get real fucking close to you and be funny about it, and I'm like, I'm not. Anyway, that guy taught me so much of what not to do. I learned from the best on what not to do. And yeah, so cheers to Frank for being just autistic enough for me not to copy it.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we had a kid like that in our classes growing up as well. His name was Bert. Really nice guy, like kind of. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You know what I mean? But he was really cool. Like, I don't know. Let me just tell a couple, like real quick.
Tell me a Bert story.
Sorry. I'll tell you a Bert story. He used to run through the. He used to run through the. Hey, Bert. His name was Bert. But he used to run through the hallways of school. Like, you know how they run in Naruto with their arms behind their back, just like that.
Jesus
and he
Christ.
would like between every class, he was in a mad fucking dash, dude. And he didn't care if he ran into anybody. He just straight sprinted, but with his arms like pointed, like behind his back, just going, dude. He would zoom, and that was funny. Yeah, dude, when I was in high school, like it's because he would always hang out in the library at lunch, and so like during lunchtime, I would fuck off from my group of friends, and I would go because there was a lot of different clubs.
You go into the cafe, or you go in the library. Hey, Bert.
He was there, yeah. No shit. But they were always either playing like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or something, and I don't know. Like I would just sit there and fucking watch them.
I now play Pot of Greed, which allows me to discard a card and play another card from my hand. So I shall in turn play Pot of Greed again, which will allow me to discard a card and play a card from my hand.
He puts his hand in his pocket. He pulls it out. It's just literally a card. No more hand. No, but no, like, so I would go watch them. I found it fascinating. When I was a kid, I was like, man, these kids and their anime and all this shit, like, I don't know, they're so into these alternative worlds, but they were so happy about it. And they were together about it. And I thought to myself, like, how do I do that? Like, how can I be convinced by that? And what's interesting enough is as I got older, I invested myself into trying to learn about anime and shit like that. I mean, a little too late kind of thing. I mean, I first had to become a musician and do what musicians do.
Heroin.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
learned what a double barrel shotgun tastes like on a cold Tuesday afternoon. You became an
Yes.
interior
Yes.
decorator.
That's right. Not like that, but yeah. And then, anyways, in high school at lunch, like I would go watch them. But also too, there was a group. It was called the Asian Awareness Group,
Their eyes were never
Asian
aware
Awareness
enough.
Club. But do you know what's even more dumb shit about it?
None of them
Like
were
everybody
Asian.
in there was white.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like one Asian, and she was only like half Asian.
Mm,
I was like, well, okay. And then I once stumbled into, they were having a pizza party, but it was the Latin Cultural Club, whatever.
yeah.
Didn't even know it existed. There's only like 5 Hispanic kids there. But so I went in there and they're just fucking like dancing and eating pizza. They're like, you want some pizza? I was like, yeah. I was like, sure. And then I started dancing with them. I was like, why the fuck not? Like, what not a bad way to spend your lunch?
Yeah, no kidding.
So, moral of the story is just invest yourself into different things and see what fits.
Yeah.
Right, Tyler?
I couldn't agree
I
more.
think that's a good closing. That's a good closing statement. Because if we hide ourselves away, if we're insecure or feel like we have to present ourselves in a very specific way, I think that we rob ourselves of really, really valuable and vital experiences that cultivate us to become the people that we are. That's why now, like, I don't give a shit about what anybody thinks because people are people and people are cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I would agree with that.
That's it. Some people are shit, but you just don't talk to them. It's pretty straightforward.
Pretty easy. Pretty
Yeah.
pretty easy
Yeah.
fix just right then and there. Just don't talk to them.
Yeah. It's like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they're a Filipino woman that comes and fills you up in the parking lot of a Walmart, you say, thank you. I'll
Thank
see
you,
you later.
sir. May I please have another?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
That's right.
We don't know what we did. You're not wrong.
Oh.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Do you got any other closing arguments there?
If for everybody listening or watching, if you've made it to the end, please comment on our YouTube page for a chance to win a real physical Bitcoin. I will let you know we don't have one, but the mental thought of having one is yours.
Well, we'll give you a physical Bitcoin. It will literally just be like some fucking pirate gold from the Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
From Disney World or Disneyland.
Yeah, it'll be plastic, but I mean, it'll look like one.
You could buy it on it, and it will technically become a
Coin. There you go.
That's right.
Sensational.
Whatever.
Anyway,
that's right.
For Thinking Juice in this episode, brought to you by Rhinoplasty Surgery. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Matthew. And when your nose isn't exactly getting all the hose, try rhinoplasty. It might just help you.
I missed the part where that's my problem.